Story time about another true vampire encounter in New Orleans. This happened on Fat Tuesday, and the story came from a girl named Ness and her sister Jen. I said I could tag her too, so she's going to be in the caption. It's Fat Tuesday. Ness and Jen are partying, raging, having a great time when they meet this light-skinned black man with these amazing green eyes. That's literally how she described him. She said his eyes were mesmerizing. She said eventually his attention drifted to her sister Jen, even though they were both kind of feeling him. This was an all-day event. They had been drinking all day, partying all day, bar hopping all day. So they're talking to him for a little while, and they decide they're going to change venues. They don't exchange contact information. They don't care, whatever. So they're going bar to bar, and a little while later, they end up at this other bar, and they're standing in line to get in. When all of a sudden they see him again, she said they must have just not noticed him at first, but he was also in line to get in this bar. He's in line behind them. So they turn around, they start talking to him. And when it comes time for them to go in, he gestures for them to go in first. From that point on, they were like hanging out with him. So he was going bar to bar with them. Every time they went to a new bar, he would let them go in first. But before they would go into each bar, he would ask them, like, do you want me to come in too? And she said Jen always answered the same way, which was, yeah, boo, come on in. So the three of them stay out late, like late. And the night is wearing down. All the people are starting to turn in for the night. Ness and her sister are like pretty wasted. So they're like, we're going to go back to our hotel. And he's like, do you want me to walk you back? So they're like, okay, we love a gentleman. So they let him walk them back to the hotel. When they get to the hotel, he takes Jen's hand in the middle of the street and starts slow dancing with her. She said they were in like a drunken haze. So it just added this other layer of like a magical evening. And they didn't really think anything of it. But then he leans into her neck and he opens his mouth as if he's about to bite her. His teeth like barely graze her neck. And she jerks back and she's like, I'm sorry. Like, I wasn't looking for anything. I was just having fun. Like, I wasn't looking for anything like that. He's just staring at her. And she said he had this look of defeat on his face. But like there was another expression too, which they didn't know what it was. And maybe it was just the streetlights, but she says she swears his face shifted. And this is such a common theme in all of these stories, I'm realizing. And he says, may I come in? And Ned says that both of them just got a chill. Like they talked about it afterward. A chill ran through both of their bodies. So Jen snaps out of whatever trance she's in and she just says no, very firmly. Literally the moment that the word left her lips, he just turned and started walking down the street. No goodbye, nothing, after they had spent hours and hours together. So they turn to look at each other and they're like, that was weird. And they turn back and he's just gone. They scan the street, don't see any trace of him. Like he just vanished into thin air. So after she sends me the story, I emailed her back and I was like, can I just ask you how you came to the conclusion that he was a vampire, not just like a weirdo? And she was like, because he asked us so specifically if he could come in everywhere we were going. She said most people would have just gone bar to bar, like not needing permission to enter, but his hesitation was very apparent. Like it was a public party. He could have gone anywhere he wanted. He also had very sharp, pointy canine teeth, which she said she's aware that some people have this, but that they thought the coincidence was too weird. And then at the end of the night, instead of going in for a kiss or whatever, if you think you're vibing with this girl, you're just going to try to bite her neck. Oh, another thing, apparently he was wearing an Eagles hoodie, and at some point in the night, they had asked him like where he's from, and he said, I've lived here longer than you can imagine. So I don't know, apparently vampires are Eagles fans. I'm also on day 3 of trolling Netflix, and let me know if you want Fae, Leprechaun, or Duende stories next.